perfect balance of flavor and refreshment since 1903. Welcome to the High Life. 2019 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Celebrate responsibly.
They'll have you laughing right along with them. They're Bonnie and Friends.
Tom's used to that.
Yes, I'm used to all kinds of stuff with you.
He sits next to me in the news center.
Oh, my goodness.
We're next to you.
Hey, I've been in this business for a while.
Right.
Never have I ever come across anyone like Bonnie and
Thank you
Scotty.
very much.
Never.
Finally.
He probably goes home every night, Patty, you're not going to believe what she said or what she did today. I'm not like the rest of them, Tom.
No, I know.
No, you're just a whole different breed.
That's right.
Thank you.
Bonnie and Friends. Catch them weekday mornings beginning at 5.
Welcome to Weather and Ag in Focus. Thanks for joining us on this finally free-for-all Friday. It's 107 right now, and a check on your currents outside Fargo, 79 degrees, but a little breezy. North winds are gusting to 25 miles an hour right now, so although nice, a little breezy out there. I'm meteorologist Justin Storm. I'm here with Chief Meteorologist Dean Wysocki, Ag Director Bridgette Readel, and if you'd like to join the program today and ask any questions, participate on any of the free-for-all activities we got in store for you, 701-293-9000 is the Red Wing Shoes phone line. Again, that's 701-293-9000, or you can always reach us via email at weatherorag@flagfamily.com. You can also watch us each and every single day on Facebook, YouTube Live, and Acres TV.
We're covering everything today. Everything from chemtrails, from Bigfoot to aliens, you name it. And screaming goats.
That's pretty much what I just did. I'm like, we're gonna do what?
We
Really?
got
someone calling into the show
someone
already.
calling in. Or you want to bet who this might be? I'll lay a buck on this one.
Well, I mean, we did just say what we're talking about, but would that person be able to react that fast?
He's not working. It's Friday.
It is a Friday.
He's
We're
not
on
working.
speed
No,
dial.
it's
on speed
okay. Okay, so here it is. It's Don. But what are the odds it's John? And we just misheard the D or J.
Is it John?
I don't know. We're going to find out if I can get my mouse to work. Hey, Don. Welcome to Weather and Ag in Focus.
Hi.
What's going on?
And it is Don.
It is Don.
All right.
Yay!
What's the LRC stand for our first frost date this fall?
That's a good question, Don. Well, the new cycle resets in early October.
Okay.
So through the end of September, and do you have the temp graph on that,
No,
Justin?
I'm doing a quick calculation right now.
Okay. Don, we'll have to get back to you on that. We didn't, earlier in the season, we didn't foresee an early frost, so that's good news.
Okay.
All right. Here's what
Yep.
you remember that cold snap back just before Christmas?
Right.
Yes.
That rolls around that first week of September, and I don't think that we're going to be cold
First
enough for frost.
First week in September.
Yeah.
Okay.
Labor Day weekend?
Yeah.
No, not at all. No. So,
Well, after that first week of September, that's when that little cool
that cool
spill
pool
comes in.
there
but
is.
at that point in the year, it's going to be too warm for
Yeah, way
frost,
too
so
warm.
that's not going to roll back around until the new cycle comes in, and at that point, it won't be around anyways. So
Yeah.
early frost indication doesn't look
Yeah.
doesn't look high.
It may be end of September, but more than likely, probably sometime. I'd say towards the end of September. I didn't see anything early,
Okay.
so that's good news there.
Well, thank you.
Hey, no problem, Don.
No
Thanks
problem,
for calling
yeah.
in.
Really appreciate it.
Yep.
Thanks for calling in.
Yep. Bye.
All right, and hey, we've got, since it's weather and ag, we're gonna do a little farm joke here.
We're doing farm
We're gonna do a farm joke. So, Bridgette,
Okay.
why do roosters crow so early in the morning?
Because it's sunrise?
To get a word in before the hens wake up.
Oh. It is such a good day that I'm not in studio for you two. Just saying.
God, that one was terrible, but
That was so bad.
Hey, Justin,
Hey, Bridgette.
$20 if you If you go home and tell that one to your wife.
Oh, you already know I will.
Oh, you know he's going
Man,
to.
I'll call her right now and tell it to her.
Hey, we're going to give something away today. It's
We
a free
are.
for all. It's a free for all Friday. You want to wait until
Dean's car.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it needs new tires, so you could, you have to slap on some new rubber. Should we wait till the second segment to give it?
We might as well wait for the second segment. We can't give away the kitchen sink in the first part of the show.
Yeah, probably not.
Because then everyone's going to turn us off.
So we'll be giving away a hat, WDAY hat, and a keychain.
I can't tell how much you're giving away.
Sure, you guys just did.
No, you can't. Well, I don't want a hat. I'm going to turn it off.
Well, then, hey, these are collector hats.
These are some pretty cool hats.
There's not many left.
You'll never guess what it looks like.
I have one.
Yeah, we all do. Hey, you want to stay tuned to the Jay Thomas show as well afterwards, because he's going to have, Tim is filling in for him, and I believe, don't totally quote me, I'm pretty sure, Tim's got the Little League World Series team, part of the team on with him this afternoon.
Really?
I believe I saw that on
Fun.
Yeah,
cool.
And Sweet Shots, one of our sponsors on WDAY, they had a big party for them last night. So I swung out there and met a couple of the players. And
Dean?
Yeah. Yes,
Dean.
they were as tall as me.
Yeah, I knew it.
But I was talking with Cash Martinez. He's one of the players on the team, and I was a little bit taller than him. It wasn't much, but I'm like, man, you're a big kid for 12.
When you were meeting up with these Little League players, did you tell them that you used to play baseball too?
Until I couldn't.
On the old Nintendo Wii?
And on the old Nintendo, I did. But what a bunch of great kids. So you'll want to stay tuned to the Jay Thomas show afterwards, and he'll have some of those kids on. Tim Flacco will fill in for him. He'll have some of them on today, this afternoon. So
Awesome.
what a bunch of great kids. Humble, just you can't say enough about them.
Nah, it was fun to watch them play. It was a little disappointing to see them lose, but I mean, they're playing against some of the best. Well, not some of. Well, yeah, they're some of the best teams in the entire world. So they're going up against some stiff competition. And they
But think
made
of it
there.
this way. We only have so much time in the year to play baseball outside, right? So our kids are a little bit behind because they're playing against teams that get year-round sports and practice.
This is
That's a little
very
different
true.
for us.
Very true. My brother actually played in the one of the qualifying rounds to go to that part of the World Series. How old is he? It was, 10, 11 years ago. And he went down to Kansas City for their regional qualifiers to get into the World Series. And while they were picking that team that would represent the Midwest, they went down there and they played this team out of Kansas. These are 11 and 12-year-olds. And then these little boys from Brainerd, Minnesota, Baxter, go walking up there. They're all like under 5 feet tall, and they're playing against kids that are like 5'10", 6'1", jacked, mustaches, and you're like, hey man, you're 12. Yeah. Yes, I am.
They identified as 12.
They were ahead of their time.
They were, no doubt.
That's right.
Hey, we haven't even done weather yet.
No, we haven't. But why don't we, before we get to the weather, let's just run down a couple things we're going to try to get to during the show. Dean, you had kind of mentioned we got trivia. We got some other fun stuff. I'm sure chemtrails and Bigfoot will come up somewhere in the show. Of course, the screaming goat. But we got a few ag topics that we're going to get to throughout the course of the day, and we got a few that are around the FFA. One is the AGCO or AGCO has made a donation to the FFA, and also a better
AGCO.
Yeah, AGCO, and then the Better Butter by Breed, and I think there were a couple from the other day that we hadn't had a chance to get into. And did you? I was
Also,
off yesterday,
Justin?
so I don't know which ones you got to. But did you
Well,
talk about
hold
the
on.
manure pit?
Hold on.
No, we didn't talk about manure pits, but I have one thing for you. Did you see that the new soybean yield record was set in Georgia? And I know you want to get to 65 bushels, but do you think you're going to be able to raise that soybean crop to 206? Because that is the new record.
Well, there goes my trivia question. Well, thanks a lot.
You should have told me that.
Well, got him. All right. Well,
No hat or keychain for you today.
Bye. We'll come up with another one. Let's get to the weather before I blow my top. We're looking at sunny skies in the FM area. Where's my name tag? I'm gonna get my.
Maybe we should give you better music.
We've got sunny skies out there right now. There we go. That's kind of catchy. There are some clouds up from Grand Forks up through the Canadian border. Those are moving south, so we'll turn partly cloudy today. We're at 79 degrees right now. Will stay pretty much steady. Might make it up to 80, but I don't think we're going to get much higher than that as a few of those clouds move south. We'll have gusty winds out of the northwest up to 25 miles an hour. And tonight, clear skies, light winds will drop down to low to mid-50s and a beautiful weekend. And a lot of sunshine on Saturday, lighter winds, mid-70s. And as we head into Sunday, it's like pillow talk. We have pillow talk weather. Sunday, a little bit breezy, but still very pleasant outside. Low 80s and a slight chance for a few late day showers.
You've been doing this for a while, haven't you?
I have.
Oh, it's going to be a great day. I hope everyone stays tuned for us in our next segment where we'll be trying to figure out what we're going to talk about next.
Well,
I got a magic 8 ball.
We'll have a new trivia question.
I got a magic 8 ball. If anyone wants to ask it a question, I'll give the phone number program out again just to join our conversation at any time on the Red Wing Shoes phone line. That's 701-293-9000.
Oh, you know who I'd like to hear? So that line of storms that developed early this morning, just south of Fargo, it did go through the Sabin area. Would love to hear from Parker if you're listening. Would love to hear if you got any rain and how much rain did you receive? So, Parker, if you're listening, shoot us a call, 701-293-9000. Would like to hear what kind of rainfall. Hopefully it got your area. I know the Sabin area got a little over quarter inch. And last night, a general band of quarter to a half inch fell from about Bismarck up through Grand Forks.
Yep, I had .71 in my gauge.
So
I thought my tree was going to blow over. I got a little nervous. I looked at my weather gauge, and it only said 30-mile-an-hour gusts, and I'm like, ain't no way that was 30 miles an hour.
A little stronger, huh?
It probably was closer to 45.
All right.
But all that and coming from, you already know what Parker's going to say when he calls.
What?
Where's my rain, Dean?
Parker wants more rain.
We all do.
Parker will let you know how much more rain you may get in the coming up week. Stay tuned.
Hello, Fargo. This is John Adams, your host of Talk of the Town. My show is designed to highlight everything great about the city, the valley, and the country in which we live. I've had the great fortune of meeting, working, and living with wonderful people in the Fargo-Moorhead area, and I want to bring their stories to you. Human interest stories, sports, timely topics that affect all of us in the Red River Valley. Talk of the Town with John Adams. Tune in for positivity and fun.
It's Outback Days going on now at Muscatel Subaru. While supplies last, Muscatel has new Outback models available now, no waiting. All with Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive for safety and security 4 seasons of the year. Ask about Muscatel's complimentary accessory credit with new Outback purchase. Muscatel Subaru, just off Exit 1 in Moorhead, or online at muscatelsubaru.com. Subaru, built to last.
What do eyewear and weather have in common? Join us for the Aspire Optical Eye on the Sky weekly weather forecast to find out. Each Tuesday morning, Dean Wysocki, Justin Storm, and myself, Ashley Freeborn, owner of Aspire Optical, will bring you the 7-day forecast.
You never know where we'll be or how it will be presented, but we promise to bring you the most accurate forecast this side of the Red River.
And learn how you can save big on eyewear from Aspire Optical.
Watch the Aspire Optical Eye on the Sky weekly weather forecast on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter pages.
Trust us, this is weather and eyewear like you've never seen.
Are you tired of woke investment firms trying to push their political agenda onto your money? This is Brian Kronk, financial advisor at Collins & Kronk here in Fargo. If you are through with big East Coast companies and their ESG agenda, call Collins & Kronk for a consultation. See how we build a plan based on what matters to you. Call Collins & Kronk today, 701-235-0119. That's 701-235-0119. At Collins & Kronk, you matter.
Raymond James Financial Services, Inc. member, FINRA, SIPC. Collins & Kronk is not a broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services.
Don't start harvest off with sore feet. Stop in and purchase a pair of Red Wing boots. Hi, Teresa here from the Fargo Red Wing Shoe Store. If you're planning on coming to Fargo for Big Earn, make sure to put Red Wing shoes and custom insoles on the top of your list. Nothing's worse than sore feet during harvest. Stop in and check out our vast selection of styles and colors. You'll be surprised. 3003 Main Avenue in Fargo. Red Wing shoes for ultimate durability.
Join us Labor Day weekend as the hills of Rolog come alive at the Western Minnesota Steam Threshers reunion in Rolog, Minnesota. This year honoring past and present veterans and our military with vintage military equipment and a flyover salute. There's 2 daily parades featuring hundreds of tractors, steam engines, and antique vehicles. Enjoy tractor pulls, exhibits, Pioneer Ladies activities, kids activities, trade rides, threshermen's meals, and more. Labor Day weekend, September 1st through the 4th in Rolog, Minnesota. For details, visit rolog.com.
Ron had a tax problem he just couldn't handle on his own.
I owed the IRS taxes for over 5 years, but I didn't have any money to pay the taxes.
Those years cost him dearly.
Most of it was fees and interest. It was horrible.
Ron finally called in the pros.
I called Optima Tax Relief, and boy, am I happy I did.
The leading tax resolution firm, Optima, is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. They've resolved over $1 billion for their clients. Ron was overjoyed.
They settled my account with IRS. I was ecstatic. They are a lifesaver. They are. I am so happy.
Take Ron's advice and call Optima now for a free consultation.
Yeah, don't do like I did and wait. Call Optima Tax Relief. Do it now. You'll be ecstatic like me.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And welcome back to Weather and Ag in Focus. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chief Meteorologist Dean Wysocki, along with meteorologist Justin Storm and our wonderful, talented Ag Director Bridgette Readel. So Bridgette ruined my first trivia question, so we dug another one up.
Are we moving right in?
Yeah,
right on.
Yeah.
Well, let's get the phone number first for those that are just joining if they haven't got it before. It's 701-293-9000 is the Red Wing Shoes phone line.
That's right. Now, Chad, if you're listening, you are not eligible to win, just because that's where the trivia question came from. So thank you, Chad. So on a hot, and again, we're gonna give away a keychain and a WDAY hat. We gotta get some WAG hats made.
Yeah, we
gotta get some WAG hats made. On a hot summer day, not a day in like the 70s and low humidity, but on a real hot summer day, how much moisture evaporates from corn on let's say on an acre? So it's called corn sweat, and you get, so let's say you've got an acre of a lake and an acre of corn. Corn will actually evaporate a lot more water than a lake will. How much water evaporates from 1 acre of corn on a hot summer day? How many gallons? We're looking for gallons.
That's called evapotranspiration.
Yes. It's called
transpiration.
Corn sweat. Did you say transportation? Did you say?
I like
I might have.
So on a hot summer day, on average, how much water evaporates from 1 acre of corn? Mature corn, hot summer day, how much water evaporates from 1 acre of corn? We're looking for gallons for an answer. Don't make us translate.
I'm gonna give it
liters or anything like
liter
that.
cola.
Yeah. So again, we'll be giving away a hat and a keychain.
Hey, caller, welcome to the show. What's your name and where are you calling from? What's your guess?
This is Randy, and I'm going to guess 4,000 gallons an acre.
Ooh, you are close, Randy.
Close, not close enough to give it to you, but you're. Let's say you're in the ballpark.
Thanks for calling,
You're
Randy.
In the ballpark. Thanks, Randy. That was a good guess, though.
That was a guess.
Very good guess. I should have asked him how he came up with that. How did he come up with the 4,000 gallons an acre?
Well, maybe this is something that he's read or seen before.
So
just saying, it's possible.
Again, how many gallons of water evaporate from 1 acre of mature corn on a hot summer day? That's the key, is the hot summer day. Because you get days in the 70s, low humidity. You're not going to get as much evaporation. But yeah, this is a true thing. They call it corn sweat, and trust me, that adds to the dew point. And yeah, if you're around a cornfield and it's a hot summer day, you can easily get dew points well into the 80s, which sticks that heat index reading in the extreme category. Like you're talking 130 plus out in a cornfield.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
I need
nasty.
water.
So again, trivia question for a hat and a keychain. How much water is evaporated out of 1 acre of corn on a hot summer day? It's quite
too bad they don't evaporate. What if they evaporated like margaritas? Wouldn't that be better?
Yeah, I'd live on a farm.
Don't waste the margarita. Well, while we wait for that, why don't we hit an egg topic here, Bridgette? And let's touch a little bit on the better butter by breed.
Okay, so we know that there's different breeds of dairy animals: Holsteins, Guernseys, Jerseys, Brown Swiss, etc. So these are 2 women in they're sisters actually that are over in Wisconsin. And they had a mixed herd. They had Holstein and they had Guernseys. So what they wanted to do is they were selling their milk, and they decided that in order to do butter, they wanted to make it a little bit different, because when you use the milk from Guernsey cows for butter, it's a really rich yellow color. The reason is that Guernsey can't digest beta carotenes, and it clings to the fat in their milk, making it this golden pretty hue. Well, as humans, we then convert that beta carotene into vitamin A, and it contributes to our good eye and skin health. Well, this was a health benefit. It's a way for them to market this Royal Guernsey butter, and folks are really buying into it and liking it. So this is a quality milk project that's going on. The cows give an excellent butter fat. They have excellent protein in their milk, and it means that they also, as a breed, they consume about 20% less feed than a larger dairy animal, but still are very efficient in their milk. So it's becoming a very profitable option for the sisters who are raising this particular milk for butter.
Interesting.
I thought it was cool.
I thought that's pretty cool as well. And we had a question call in. I don't know if this is going to be able to be answered by me. I don't know what it is. Dean, I don't think you have an answer for it, but you might. Bridgette, this is a maybe for you as well, but I think we're going to need a tree expert on this.
Let's see.
Here's the question.
Well, Randy just called in. Maybe he can call back.
Yeah, Randy. Is
That
there
was the
any
wrong Randy.
Is there any info on when why there's a large amount of acorns dropping already, or so early? Why is there such a large amount of acorns dropping already?
I've noticed this on an acorn tree on an oak tree in my yard that was dropping acorns. It was mostly due to the squirrel that was victimizing my poor tree. I mean, that squirrel was very busy swiping the acorns and taking it in places I didn't expect to see acorns. But I don't know if that's really, if it's actually true to what's going on weather-wise. Maybe this is normal. We just haven't noticed it yet. I'm sure that there's someone out there who will tell us it's a sign of what the winter might be to come, and we'll probably just have to look into it. But it's very possible that indeed could be a factor. I don't know. You guys are telling me the winter's going to be okay.
It's too. We don't know yet.
Not sure.
We don't know yet.
We'll let you know when we do know. Had someone on the line. They just dropped.
So
call back if you lost connection or something.
It could be. It could be the dry weather. That might be. It's been a little dry around here. Could be. Maybe a sign of early winter.
It might. And like I said, at my house, it's just a sign of that squirrel who's out there victimizing my tree. There's a lot of other ways I would like to say that, but I'm just going to say victimizing because the oak tree can't defend. That's right. That's what I'm going for.
Well, if you got an answer for that, if you have any idea on why the acorns are dropping so much at this point in the year, give us a call on the Red Wing Shoes phone line. That's 701-293-9000. Dean, do you want to hit him with that trivia question again?
I've got an answer for you for the acorns.
Oh.
So, typically acorns fall during the autumn season. If they do fall prematurely, which they are, indicates that the tree is stressed due to adverse weather conditions. So, like I said, probably because of the dry. And if you're wondering about, does it mean a cold winter? It says, don't worry, acorns falling early or more acorns does not signal a bad winter to come. That does a lot of acorns falling. Yeah.
So when it says a stress on the tree, I'd be curious, what's the stress? Is it a new tree or is it an older tree? Because newer trees I could see drop acorns sooner because they don't have as established of a root system.
Yeah, it just says stress due to adverse weather conditions. So maybe
drought and heat.
My guess is drought, and it's been a little dry. And
yes,
it's been it's been an above normal winter, summer, but it hasn't. I don't know. It hasn't been that hot.
Really good wind.
Yeah, that
too. We haven't really. I mean, outside of the few stray storms we've had.
You think any of it has to do with chemtrails or maybe space aliens or I'm
gonna go with the aliens.
You're gonna go with that?
Good news. It is 1:31 in the
afternoon. Cut us off
bottom of the hour.
That.
It's time for us to go take a little break. We'll be right back. Don't you all go anywhere because we haven't even gotten to answering all of the trivia questions yet. There might be more. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Inside the Huddle for a Vikings training camp update. We are updating you on the Vikings all preseason long, bringing you up to week 1 when the Vikings host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These updates are brought to you by Jiffy Lube of Fargo. Vikings quarterback Nick Mullins gave his thoughts on the offense's execution in their preseason game against the Tennessee Titans, along with giving some high praise to tight end Nick Muse.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt really good. I thought the guys up front did a lot of time, did a lot of very good things. There were multiple plays where I got my third and fourth read, and that's because of the O-line. Early in the game, I'd like to be a little bit more efficient, just moving the ball. And obviously, you want to finish drives to touchdowns. Field goals don't win in the NFL. So some good, some bad, but you just keep working and keep striving for improvement. Like I said, touchdowns win games, field goals don't. A lot of yards are cool, but if you don't score touchdowns, then they don't matter at all. So you just want to score touchdowns, and that's one thing that we can improve on. I'm a big fan of Muse. Great personality on and off the field. Underratedly talented. Great teammate, great player, and I'm a big fan of his. And we have a good chemistry going, and hope to keep it up. He's versatile, and that brings value.
This has been a look inside the huddle of Vikings training camp. These updates are brought to you by Jiffy Lube of Fargo, where you can do more in a jiffy.
Hi, this is Congressman Kelly Armstrong. Last year, my team helped more than 2,000 North Dakotans resolve issues they had with the federal government. If you're having problems with Social Security, obtaining a passport, the VA, or any other federal agency, we're here to help. Please contact my office at 701-353-6665 or reach out online at armstrong.house.gov. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Hey folks, Max Steffes here from Steffes Auctioneers, here to remind you of our upcoming retirement and equipment auctions in September. We'll be conducting over 40 equipment auctions across 7 states, which include dozens of pieces of ag and construction equipment: tractors, combines, trucks, trailers, tillage equipment, skid steers, excavators, dozers, side-by-sides, and more. If you're in the market, I bet you'll find something you're looking for at steffesgroup.com, where you can find all the details on our upcoming September auction events. Don't forget, steffesgroup.com.
Creative Planning presents Rethink Your Money with John Hagenson, Sunday at 6 a.m. At Creative Planning, our advisors will build a financial plan that is custom tailored for you. It will include your investments, insurance, estate plan, taxes, and other personalized elements. Let Creative Planning guide you to a richer way to wealth. Visit creativeplanning.com. That's creativeplanning.com.
Attention job seekers, check this out.
Plains Grain and Agronomy is busy and is hiring more team members for their locations at Enderlin, Marion, and Mott, North Dakota. Hiring for the following positions: Class A truck driver, custom applicator, general laborer, and precision ag service technician. They're hiring immediately, full-time, with great pay and great benefits. Join the Plains Grain and Agronomy team online at plainsgrain.com.
It's about tradition, values, and family ties. Pucklet Chevrolet GMC's tradition of giving back to our community remains a priority, and that's why we've partnered with many local nonprofit organizations and events. And our tradition of giving this community a fair and honest offer continues. Right now, you can save nearly $8,000 on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. We're Pucklet Chevrolet GMC in Valley City. Tradition, values, and family ties.
See dealer for details.
Welcome to WDAY, Weather and Ag in Focus. And we're going to try really hard to focus on that weather and ag part here, even
Voice is
though
always yelling.
our meteorology team, Justin Storm and Dean Wysocki, might want to take this a different direction. So there. How's that?
Actually, let's. I was just handed some free passes to the Steam Threshers reunion. That is September 1st, so next Friday through the 4th.
Oh, leave them on the desk for me. I'll pick them up later.
Well, so what we're gonna do? Again, we'll give a pair of those away if somebody can answer the trivia question. So the trivia question you'll get 2 passes to the Steam Threshers reunion. You'll get a WDAY hat and a keychain if you can answer the trivia question for today. How much water is evaporated from 1 acre of corn on a hot summer day? We're looking for gallons. Again, how much water is evaporated from 1 acre of corn on a hot summer day? This is mature corn, middle of summer. Again, we'll give you a hat, a keychain, and a pair of Steam Threshers reunion passes. How much water in terms of gallons is evaporated on 1 acre of corn?
Caller, what's your name?
Doug.
Doug, do you think you got an answer on the trivia question?
Oh, not really, but just give it a shot.
Well, Doug, how many gallons will evaporate out of an acre of corn on a hot summer day? And that is the correct answer.
All right, Doug, that was more than a guess. That was a random guess.
I heard a guy say 4,000, and I said, well, I'll just go 3,000.
Very good. And you know what?
All right.
Congratulations, Doug. If you want to hang on, and our producer will get all your information, and you can stop by the studio and pick up your prize.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you for calling. Appreciate it. That was quick.
That was.
And so
it took was some Steam Thresher tickets.
Now, Bridgette, so we did, actually, AI did, because Justin looked it up.
Oh, that was wrong.
It was wrong?
I did 30,000 instead of 3,000.
Okay, I thought that was a little high.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Okay, so what is that? So what does that translate to in inches? How many inches of
I'm
water?
like, what are you two talking about?
How many inches of water does that translate to? So 3,000 gallons over an acre of land translates to how many inches are evaporated?
Not as much as you think, because didn't we have this discussion regarding irrigation where we talked about somewhere in the neighborhood of you need like 30,000 gallons in order to put an inch of water on that 1 acre?
Yeah, correct. 30,000 gallons is 1 acre for 1 inch of rain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
now,
it's probably
I want to go
hundredths.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. It's a trace. It's like a heavy dew. But back to that Steam Threshers reunion. Have either one of you ever been to it?
Have not.
Has not.
Nope.
All right, kids, this is good fun. This is all sorts of old equipment. If you are a gearhead, this is a wonderful place. We're talking tractors that are anywhere from steam and coal-fired all the way through what was considered vintage, 1920s, 1930s, into newer machinery. This year, the highlight event is normally it would be like a tractor, like a Minneapolis Moline or a Farmall. This year, it's actually going to be military and veterans. So there'll be a lot of vintage equipment that was once in the military. Now, secondly, that's going to be going on next weekend. prior to that, next week is the Farm Progress Show, which will be down around Bloomington, Illinois. I'm not entirely sure if I'll be there yet. There's discussion about that, but you should know I got an email from Case IH talking about the fact that they are going to highlight that it is the 100th anniversary of Farmall. They are also going to have all sorts of things going on every day. They're playing games like the Wheel of Farming. They will have some folks there who are also some pretty big social media names like Welker Farms out of Shelby, Montana. They'll be there. And also the Discover Ag podcast is going to be recorded live. So if anybody's going to Farm Progress next week in Illinois, you can then follow that up with the Steam Threshers reunion in Rolog, Minnesota.
That's awesome. And Bridgette, I know I texted you the other day, and you didn't have an answer for me. Maybe some of our listeners do. Something agriculture is going on in the parking lot of Shields Arena.
Oh, yeah. You were asking me about that, and I hadn't been by Shields.
Yeah, there's a bunch of tents set up and some huge combines and tractors. And so there's some kind of event going on in the parking lot at Shields Arena. If anybody knows what it is, give us a call. 701-293-9000. Let us know, because it's obviously something ag-related. I mean, there's a
call Shields.
That would be the easy thing to do, Bridgette. We're trying to get people involved in our show.
Hey, speaking of involvement, Red Wing Shoes, Teresa on Main Avenue, does a fantastic job at the Red Wing Shoe Store. She supplied all of us with shoes for our Here We Grow project. So thank you, Teresa. You will see me sporting those at Big Iron. I mean, it's Big Iron. It's a farm show. I might have to wear pants again. No more squirts all summer long. And then
you don't have to.
And then additionally, a shout out to Gowan. They'll also be at Big Iron. They are one of our sponsors for Here We Grow. They provided fungicide for us, but as we start to get to harvest and we think about post-harvest herbicide applications for next growing season, 2024, think of Gowan Herbicide and some of the products they can provide for you for weed control.
Oh, great.
Hey, Nick, I don't know if you just hung up or not. If you didn't and you got disconnected, give us a call back. Maybe we're having an issue with our phone lines. It's like the third person to call and get put on hold and disconnect. So
well, why don't you just pick it up directly then?
Well, you guys were mid-conversation.
You just pick it up.
You pick it
up. Don't make Jacob do your work.
You know what? I don't want to hear it. Hey, we had an email question. Remember you guys were talking about the he had an update on the Shields Arena too, so Nick, if you can, give us a call back.
Okay.
Remember we were talking about the acorns falling out of the trees? Yeah. Why? What was caused that? We were figuring out that it maybe could be the stress.
Mm-hmm.
We had an emailer say it could be Sasquatch. He's known to change the weather and attack fishermen.
Hey, that's a very good. Thank you, emailer. We'll have to look into that.
Very well, could be. Speaking of,
sure, we're good with that.
Nick, give us a call back. We'll throw in a pair of.
What? No.
You don't even know what I was going to say.
I already know what you're going to say.
Well, hey, he was. If you can call back, we'll throw in a pair of Steam Thresher tickets for you.
What if he doesn't want Steam Thresher tickets?
Well, then he doesn't have to call back now, does he?
Yeah, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Boy, you're just sassy today on
all
Friday,
about
aren't
the
you?
sass,
man. Bridgette. Let's hit an ag topic before I slap his hat off.
You two go slap each other on the break. I don't have time for that right now.
Exactly.
Okay, so I will tell you. How come I get all those?
I don't know. Why do you?
Okay, the National FFA organization, y'all know I'm a pretty big proponent of FFA and 4-H, but FFA has announced that they have their largest increase in recent years in membership. They're up 11% over last year, and they are looking at a record high membership of 945,988 students. That includes all U.S. states and the territories of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. So it's a lot of blue corduroy that's out there, folks. Glad to see it as they increase the amount of students actively involved. That's awesome.
Wasn't there a big donation with that as well, or a donation?
There was. So AGCO, which is a global brand, they're the folks that bring you Fendt tractors. Justin, I know they're one of your favorites.
I do like me a Fendt tractor.
They are partnering with Luke Bryan, who is a country musician, and he also grew up as a farmer's son. He is from a peanut farm in Georgia, and what they are doing is through a place called boldlygrowngoods.com. This is where you can go order them. They are going to sell 3 flavors of homegrown honey roasted peanuts, or sizzling sriracha ranch, or the down south dill peanuts. Once supplies run out on this promotion with Luke Bryan, Fent is going to donate $50,000 to the National FFA organization. So you are welcome to start ordering next Thursday, August 31st.
I got something I want to throw to the listeners here.
Okey-doke.
We talk a lot about sunflowers and corn and beans and wheat, kind of the staple crops. But I want to hear from someone out there who's growing not really a staple crop. What's a unique thing that you're growing up here? Maybe a specialty crop or something very unique that you got growing on your farm, your operation, and maybe we could chat about it a little bit.
I know what crop you're looking for because you're going to go rate it.
No, we don't do that.
Okay.
701-293-9000. You got some just something goofy. I was watching a show last night and they were talking about growing kangaroo grass in Australia. And it's an ancient grain. They use it to make flour and bread out of.
Interesting.
Which is pretty cool. What is that?
Well, we talked about that with the grain that we were getting. Remember when the ancient grains, we had a gal on from Michigan, and she talked about teff. So that's another one.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be kind of cool if there's someone out there growing something that's pretty unique to this area. If you want to talk about it, I'm down to talk about it. But we got to hit the American Ag Network so we can get you all queued up during the break. When we come back, we got another ag topic, another check on the forecast. I think we still have something here to give away.
We do.
And I still have the 8-ball if you want to ask that anything.
I got an answer on what's going on over at Shields, by the way.
Oh, what's that?
Excellent. What is it, please?
So John Deere is doing a promo over there where they're showing future new technology of John Deere machines. So you're able to stop by and tour those machines if you'd like in the Shields parking lot.
Awesome. That's Shields Arena.
Yeah.
Not Shields. Yeah. Shields Arena.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Good deal. Good
Right
deal.
on. Well, let's get hit up with the American Ag Network, and we'll come back and we'll touch all those topics and so much more. Stay tuned.
Embarrassed by ugly yellow toe fungus?
Living with toe fungus it's embarrassing. I was afraid to take my socks off. I hid my yellow and crumbly toes from everybody.
Introducing Crystal Flush. Crystal Flush is the only FDA-registered 2-in-1 home treatment that attacks your toe fungus from both the inside and out. Crystal Flush's new and different combination system knocks out toe fungus for good. Guaranteed.
Crystal Flush is different. After just a few weeks, my fungus was gone. I mean, 100% disappeared. Crystal Flush was the only thing that ever worked. So if you're skeptical because you tried a bunch of other stuff, Crystal Flush is different. This is a game changer.
Crystal Flush is now available without a prescription, but it is not available in stores. Get your risk-free supply today. Go to crystalflush.com. That's CRYSTAL flush.com. Stop being embarrassed by ugly yellow toenails. Go to crystalflush.com or call 800-204-4484.
You don't have to live in Britain to get what the New York Times calls the best of British telly. Stream the UK's most brilliant series only on BritBox. Unlock acclaimed favourites including Vera and Stonehouse, starring Succession's Matthew McFadden. Plus, don't miss upcoming original dramas like Archie, the story of Hollywood's greatest leading man, Cary Grant. Lose yourself in Britain's best entertainment, only on BritBox. Start a free trial at BritBox.com.
Fall registration is now open at Olivet Lutheran Church. Register your kids for Sunday school, Wednesday school, and confirmation. And adults, we have something for you too. Join our choir, Handbell Choir, numerous Bible studies, including a women's-specific Bible study, our food pantry group, be a youth group leader or teacher, and more. Sunday school will begin on September 17th, and Wednesday school and confirmation will begin on September 20th. For more information and to get registered, go to olivet.org. Encounter Jesus, experience grace at Olivet Lutheran Church.
The grain market's mixed midday. This is the American Ag Network. I'm Jesse Allen with this market update. We're joined now by Arlen Suderman, Chief Commodities Economist at StoneX for Market Analysis. Arlen, as we take a look at oil seeds as we're nearing the end of the week, some positivity there led by soybeans. I know we've wrapped up the Midwest crop tour. That's been a talking point this week, along with the extremely hot temperatures in much of the Corn Belt. So overall, what's your assessment of the grain trade here as we near the end of the week?
Yeah, the November contract of soybeans really kind of leading the complex higher this morning and reflecting concerns over the size soybean crop. Soybeans most sensitive to heat and dryness in the month of August, where we could see further reductions in yield, and we have the tightest balance sheet for soybeans of the major grain and oilseed markets. So that's where we see the most strength. Corn and wheat, it's not quite so much strength. We do see a little bit of support there from the fact that we're entering a weekend when we could get supportive headlines coming out of the Black Sea region. If there would be a strike there, that would threaten grain movement out of Russia, perhaps, would be a concern. Other than that, the trade kind of keeping their ears and eyes open to what's happening on Wall Street, with Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell this morning reinforcing his commitment and the commitment of the central bank to the 2% mandate, making it pretty clear that they currently stand that more rate hikes may be necessary in order to slow the economy down to get that 2% mandated level. And so that's kind of a sobering message for the trade this morning, kind of limiting gains.
All right. Well, we do appreciate it. Arlen Suderman with StoneX joining us for our midday commentary. In the livestock trade, fairly mixed action there. Hogs showing good strength to the upside, while the cattle market trading a bit lower. Crude oil up 54 cents a barrel, 79.59. This is the American Ag Network. I'm Jesse Allen.
Hey, welcome to Weather and Ag in Focus. Thanks for rejoining us. It's 1:52 on this afternoon. A check on your currents outside the window. 79 degrees. Wind still gusting into that 20-mile-an-hour range out of the north. Your heat index is 80 degrees, but your dew point, it ain't 78. It's 56. It's much drier out there than the past couple days. And we got another check on the forecast coming up here in just a moment.
Yeah, but before that.
Yeah. What do you got over there, Dean? You're shuffling something in your hand. I can't quite see what it is. It's purple.
I've got two passes. So 2 passes. Let's do caller 3 and caller 4. Caller 3 and caller 4, you get 2 tickets to the Steam Threshers reunion next week.
Should have picked caller like 32 or something.
Anyway, caller 3 and caller 4, if you want 2 tickets to the Steam Threshers reunion. 701-293-9000, the Red Wing Shoes hotline again.
You said that way too fast.
701-293-9000.
Hey, caller, I'm sorry. You're number 1. Try again. Hi there, caller. You're caller number 2. I'm sorry. What numbers did you say? 3 and 4?
3 and 4.
This is number 3 right here. Holy moly, we're already up to 47 in queue. Hi, you're caller number 3. You want a pair of tickets to the Steam Threshers reunion?
Thank you so much.
And what's your name?
Pardon me?
What's your name?
Sheila.
All right.
Sheila.
Thank you so much for calling, Sheila.
Yeah,
and
really appreciate it.
I think I know that Sheila, by the way.
Do you?
I hear that voice.
Were you here
I
visiting
might.
me not so long ago? You might have been.
That's right.
Sweet.
I might have been.
Well, Sheila.
In the background?
What's that?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, well, stay on the line. I'm gonna put you on hold. We'll get some more information from you. All right.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, Sheila.
Hi
there. What caller do you think you are?
I'm hoping I'm the winning caller.
You
if
are.
I told,
you were gonna be mean.
I was gonna say, what would you say if I said you were caller number 5?
I'd be disappointed because I think I'm supposed to be 4.
You are number
4. Congratulations. What's your name?
My name's Jackie.
Jackie. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for listening to Weather and Ag in Focus as well.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. We'll put you on
I'm excited.
Have you been there? Have you been there before?
I have been there almost every single year except for last year because my husband had surgery. But otherwise, yes, I love it.
Awesome.
Jackie, what would you say to someone who's never gone before, thinking about maybe getting the kids or the family or even just themselves and heading over there?
Go because there is such a variety of things to do. My favorite is the train. There's the carousel. There's the farm. There's, with horses, there's tractors. I think every year, honestly, I think I discover something different that I've never seen before. So even if you've been
I
there
love
before,
that.
go again.
Super
Yes.
cool.
That's great.
Well, Jackie, thanks for listening. Thanks for calling, and congratulations on winning. We hope you have a grand time over there.
And how do I get my ticket?
We'll throw you on hold here. Our producer will get a little information from you, and then
Good.
Jacob will
I'm
tell
so
you how and
excited,
when
so
you can
thank
pick
you.
those up. No problem.
Thanks for listening, Jackie.
All right,
Good.
there we go.
That's awesome. Good. She goes all the time, and she had to miss last year, so now she's got some free tickets for this year. Good deal. Yeah. Good deal.
That's a good thing. And it is so much fun. So for the two of you who have not been there, I realize Labor Day, there's always a lot of plans and things, but take the time. Take an afternoon. Go to Rolog. Dean, when you're hanging out at everybody else's lake place, it's not far. Just drive down the road and go
Everyone
there.
else is like,
Good. Good. Always have friends that have lake places. That's always a good thing.
And be careful the
Dean,
information
when
you
he
give me
pulls
because
up-
I'll turn it on you.
Yes, she will.
Dean pulls up to the new cabin every other week, and every time he sees the boat getting better and better.
Should we run down the floor? Oh, first off, hold on. I have to give kudos to somebody. I'll often tout that Justin is. I've worked with a lot of meteorologists over the years, a lot of young punks, and
that's me.
And he's the best young punk I've had to work with in terms of forecasting ability. So we made a bet last week, and I'll man up. He won. I thought for sure I had him over the barrel. And it was close. We hit 89 one day, but Justin said there's no way we'll get into the 90s this week. And lo and behold, we did not. So I owe him a case of beer. So congratulations. And now I wanted to make another bet with him, but he's a little scared now. And I don't blame him. My track record's about 50-50 making bets. But I asked him, I said, do you think we'll hit 90 again before the season is done? He wouldn't make the bet.
I think we probably will.
Yeah,
I think got another call on the line here.
We both did, actually.
Hi there, caller. What's your name?
Tony Grinberg.
Tony. What do you want to talk about, Tony?
I don't know. What's Tim Flacco want to ask me?
His show will be starting here in just a moment, all right? I'm going to throw you on hold, and Jacob will get to you here in a couple minutes.
Yep, we'll talk soon.
So let's get a quick recap of the weather here. We do have sunny skies here in the FM area. There's scattered clouds to our north. And are you doing the pillow talk weather? Oh, you're doing the fun, bouncy weather. So we're going to have mostly sunny skies, but we'll see some clouds coming in this afternoon. We'll call it partly cloudy, highs around 80. Winds a little breezy out of the northwest, gusting up to 25 or so. For tonight, clear skies to partly cloudy skies, light winds dropping off into the low to mid 50s. And for Saturday, a great start to your weekend. A lot of sunshine. Lighter winds with highs in the mid to upper 70s and low 80s on Sunday. A little breezy out of the south and maybe a late day shower or storm, but only about a 20-30% chance. And then next week, we're pretty seasonal. Temperatures in the upper 70s. We do warm up, it looks like, as we head towards the middle of next week. Labor Day weekend, looking great. 70s and 80s for Labor Day weekend. Now, we were joking because one of our long-range models, and it's been so bad all summer, was forecasting triple-digit heat here over Labor Day weekend.
Nope.
That's not happening. That's not happening. But 70s and 80s will be nice. Yeah, and maybe a shower on Labor Day, but again, that's over a week away, so we'll refine that. But it does look like a very pleasant Labor Day weekend, 70s and 80s in the area, so that's not bad.
No, not at all.
A nice weekend this weekend, another nice weekend next weekend. Soak these up and enjoy it, but not a lot of rain in the forecast. A little bit, maybe a little bit Sunday late.
Scattered showers
Wednesday,
on Sunday.
yeah, Wednesday night into Thursday.
An isolated pop-up shower possible on Monday, it looks like. But I think that's about going to wrap it up for the show today. So want to thank everyone for calling in, chiming in, winning some free stuff on this finally free-for-all Friday. We hope you all have a great rest of your weekend.
Tim
Well, at
Flacco's
least
got
coming up weekend.
the Little League World Series kids on his show
Coming up
today.
next.
Yeah, so you'll want to definitely stay tuned for that.
Tuned for that.
AM 970 and FM 93.1, WDAY, Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo.
Good afternoon, I'm Tom Tucker, WDAY News First. A relatively minor collision on I-94